This is the Pal Talk News Network.
The views expressed are solely those of the speaker and not necessarily those of paltalk.com, AVN Software, or its advertisers.
News Talk is online. News Talk Online, a production of paltalk.com, the largest multimedia interactive program on the internet with more than 4 million unique users, on demand on iTunes and on YouTube and on my blog, GaryBaumgarten.com, where you're encouraged to post your comments, whether you agree with yours truly or not. No retribution. And thanks to our good friends at CRN Digital Talk Radio, we're syndicated to an additional 12 million households. I am your host, Gary Baumgarten. I welcome you to the show. We're going to have a very interesting show for you today. By the way, it's 78 degrees here in the New York area, and tomorrow it's going to be pushing 90. So as soon as the show is over, and tomorrow I'm going to do what Johnny's doing. I'm going to take my shirt off. Johnny, don't let that cam go any lower. Please, it's a G-rated room. Hey, those of you who want to know what I'm talking about, who are listening in on CRN Digital Talk Radio or one of our internet affiliates or on ASI television, well, you need to go to the Pal Talk News Network site and click on the Join the Chat, and you will be instantly delivered to the room. And I scared him off cam. Isn't that something? And I'm sorry about that, girls and gaydar. And, oh, by the way, if you look up at the top of the room, you'll see where it says twitter.com/Gary Baumgarten. It really is not my personal Twitter site where I tell you where I'm with my best friend having a Kool-Aid or a ice cream cone or whatever. It actually posts stories there and links to stories as they happen. And also, if you would like, I will add you to our new daily digest for the Pal Talk News Network site. Just write me, reportergary@gmail.com. Reportergary, one word, @gmail.com. And just put daily digest in the subject line, and you will be subscribed. And once a day, you'll see all the cool stories on the Pal Talk News Network site, including one that says that Duncan Hunter, the congressman from California, get this, he wants to deport the natural-born children, American citizens, of illegal immigrants. How do you deport a citizen of the United States? On the other hand, yes, it is true that couples making their way to the United States who want to stay here might decide to have a child to make it less likely that they might be deported. And yes, there is a question about if you deport the parents only, then aren't you separating families? What do you do with the child? But this individual or these individuals are American citizens. How can you, as a matter of policy, how can you, as a matter of law, deport an American citizen? I don't get it. And are we overreacting to this illegal immigration issue with this law in Arizona and calls to deport American citizens? Or is this just a prudent response to the failure of the federal government to secure the porous borders? What do you think? Cassandra in the United Kingdom. What if you came to the United States on a visa, overstayed your visa, and you and I had a baby? Well, that's not a good example because the baby could stay with me. I'm an American citizen. But, okay, so you meet somebody else here who's here illegally. Do you think that when the immigration folks catch up to you, they should toss your child out of the United States? Or do you think that you should require that your child go with you? What's the solution to this issue? Or is it really not an issue? Is it just a congressman trying to blow it all out of proportion so he can show that he is tough on immigration? Cassandra, welcome to News Talk Online on the Pal Talk News Network.
Oh, thank you very much, Gary. You made me smile there. Well, I think that if the child is under the age of 18, if it's still a minor, then the place for the child is actually with the parents, and so wherever the parents go, then so should the child go. But if the child was born in the United States and actually has U.S. citizenship, then it should be entitled to return as and when it chooses. And I think that's the and that's the conundrum. But I do believe that if you take the child away from the parents, or you allow it to remain, the resentment is going to actually be there for the child. The natural place for a child is with its parents, and you can make as many laws as you like. Strictly speaking, I suppose the child has the right to stay because it's a U.S. citizen, but I think you should do what's best in the best interest of the child, rather than just what is legally correct. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, what if the parents know of somebody who will take care of the child after the parents are deported? Shouldn't they have the right to leave that child with that family if they want to take the child in? Maybe there's a close relative who's here legally. I mean, how can you say that an American citizen, I don't care if the child is a minor, I don't care if the parents are being deported, how can you say that an American citizen has no right to remain on U.S. soil?
Well, I don't think you can. But I wasn't thinking I wasn't thinking about just the law. I was thinking about it in the best interest of the children. Over here it's well documented that children of parents who came from the West Indies, from Jamaica and St. Kitts and so on and so forth, the parents came over here to work and left the children with their with relatives, and the trauma to those children and the problems that they had with those children because of this separation was absolutely immense. And I think you could have the same sort of problem with the